we have a strip footing of 2 cubic meters, column bases of 2 cubic meters, and slab of 12 square meters. So we all need, because they're all in the same, the three items or the three elements are in different different units. So we need to convert. The next stage is convert all the quantities to one unit, okay, or to similar unit. So I will convert all these items into cubic meters, okay. So the total volume in this case is going to be, I'll take 2, add the other 2, and then this one I now convert it into cubic meters by multiplying by 0.15. So I take the area times 0.15, which is the thickness. So in this case, I am now okay because I now have cubic meters and it's 5.8. Okay. So as usual, it's let me see. Yes. Yeah. So I will round this up so that I deal with only whole numbers. So this is what I'll do. So I have 6 cubic meters at the total volume of the elements that I'm dealing with. So the next is from a class 20 of concrete, then you need to know, because now here we are dealing with 3 unknowns. You now need to know how many bags of cement are you supposed to go with for this specific class. And it's as a result of expertise and also research and dealing with such issues on site and the experience that has built with time. I've noticed that we do about 6 bags of cement for every cubic meter of a class 20. Okay, so I have one known one. So I'll go with the cement. Okay, cement 50 kg bags. So on every cubic meter, I've said we deal with the cubic meter, 6 bags of it. So let me just make this better. So total volume in cubic meters is that. Then here I'll talk about ID. Then I talk about material. I'll talk about material here, and then I'll talk about each per cubic meter. Okay, so that we know on every cubic meter it's supposed to be this number. So on each cubic meter we are talking about 6 bags. Then I'm going to look at the total bags. Okay, so the total bags would be, I have here 6. I have there 6 bags per cubic meter times the total cubic meters we are dealing with, which is 6. So that means I'll need 36 bags of cement in that case. Then the next item I'm going to look at is sand. Okay, now the sand here we should be talking about tons. Okay, so we are talking about tons, and that leaves us with, now according to the ratio, we come back to the ratio here. The ratio is stating that for every 1 bag of cement we are supposed to consume 2 wheelbarrows of sand. Okay, so that means on every cubic meter, what do we have? So on every cubic meter we should be having this is now 6. Okay, 6, then we multiply by 2. Okay, so what that means, if we have 6 bags of cement on every cubic meter, and each and every bag of cement is taking 2 wheelbarrows, then we have 12 wheelbarrows. We have 12 wheelbarrows in every cubic meter of concrete. Okay, and as well as I noted, it's also as a result of research that you note that about 8 wheelbarrows should give you 1 ton. Okay, 8 wheelbarrows should give you 1 ton. So we come to another unit. So this is now in terms of tonnage. So we have around 1.5 tons of sand in every cubic meter. And as you can follow how we've come to that, first we get the total number of wheelbarrows in every cubic meter, which is take the number of bags of sand times 2 according to the ratio, and then you divide by 8 to get the number of tons, because 8 wheelbarrows should give you 1 ton. So this tells us that we have around 1.5 tons of sand in every cubic meter. Then you multiply that times 6, which is the total cubic meters that we have for our elements that we're dealing with. So this gives us 9 tons. Okay, this gives us 9 tons of sand. Then finally we talk about the ballast. Okay, ballast as well, we talk about tons. Okay, so the same way we dealt with sand, so for the ballast, every bag of cement, okay, every bag of cement will take 4 wheelbarrows of ballast. Okay, so what that means is that now we have a total of 6. Therefore we should be taking the 6 multiply by 4. Okay, because every bag goes with 4, so it's the number of total bags, which is 6, times 4. Let's see, that gives us 24 wheelbarrows of ballast. So out of this, we simply divide it by 12, because now, as opposed to sand, where 8 wheelbarrows was giving us a ton, now about 12 wheelbarrows should give us a ton for the ballast. Okay, so this means we have about 2 tons of ballast in each and every cubic meter of concrete. So we'll take again the 2 multiply by 6, which is the total volume. You get 12 tons. So basically that is the process, and as up to now, that is now how you go about calculation of your materials for concrete in that manner. Okay, so for those who have always been interested in building upright, this is how you go about it. Okay, this is how you go about that. So looking at that, from what we've built, you've noted how we come to the quantities of the materials. So for those who have always been interested in how to now build up a rate for maybe a given class of concrete and so on, once you have the quantities of these materials, then now you can multiply by the prices according to what is available within your locality. Okay, so for instance, a bag of cement takes 700 shillings, a ton of sand take around 1600, ballast around 1600. Then you multiply by the quantities of each of those items for every cubic meter. Then you get this breakdown. Once you've done that, then you estimate for labor. Labor per cubic meter, say 3,500 shillings. Okay, Kenya shillings, that is. So when you add all these items, then you're supposed to get the unit rate of concrete, okay, per cubic meter. So this is how it goes. And of course, you don't forget to add some overheads and profit. Okay, some overheads and profit here. Okay, so say 700 shillings for every cubic meter. then you add that, you get around 14,000 as a unit rate for concrete. Okay, well, so that brings us to the end of our session, and I really hope that it was worthwhile. You watched and you understood quite a number of items as it was meant to be. If you find these videos helpful, please subscribe so that I can be able to reach more number of people. For any support that you wish to have for the channel, you can join the various categories that we have for membership, so that you can get these items free of charge, in terms of the templates, in terms of short consultations in matters of building rates and so on. So that is where we come to a close of our session. Take care till we meet again in our next session. Bye bye.